UFC Fight Night, Emmett vs. Vallejos is going down this weekend, and I'm going to give you my predictions over the entire card. We're back in the legendary Meta Apex this weekend, so tune in. It's going to be a great time. Starting with the early prelim opener of Piero Rodriguez versus Sam Hughes. I'm going to take Sam Hughes to get this one done. She might get a sneaky submission, but it's probably going to be a boring decision. Yeah, Sam Hughes to get this one done. Next up, onto the real opener. We got Elijah Smith versus Suyong Yu. I'm going to take Elijah Smith to get this one done inside the distance. I'm not positive how he'll do that, but he got caught in a triangle in his last fight and had a nasty slam KO. So he's dangerous pretty much anywhere. Yu is a bit of a decision merchant, so if it goes the distance, I could see him pulling something off. But I think Elijah Smith's going to be too much for him in this fight, and he's going to get this one done inside the distance. Elijah Smith. Next up, Bia Mesquita versus Montese Rendon. I'm going to take Bia to get this one done by sub. She had a grappling match with Misha Tate, submitted her, and then Rendon had a grappling match with Juliana Miller, I believe, and lost to her. All of her wins come by decision. All of her fights have gone to decision. She is not a danger or a threat on the feet or the ground. My goodness, what did I do? She's not a threat. I don't see her finishing Bia in this fight. Bia's kind of got like she hangs around like a biker bar look going for her right there. So I'm going to take her to win this fight. I think she'll probably get the sub on Rendon. Her grappling doesn't seem the best, and Bia does have a great ground game. I'm going to take her to get it done in the distance by sub. Next up, we got Luan Lacerda versus Hector Sosa. I'm gonna take Sosa to get this one done in his debut. Most of his wins are by KO or TKO, and he does have a solid ground game. I think he has 1 or 2 subs, and then he's never actually been submitted. He does have a ground and pound loss though. But Lacerda's he's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's going to be searching for that sub. So if this does go to the ground, I think Lacerda is going, my goodness, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Bear with me. Not going to touch the mouse no more. As I was saying, Lacerda is a jiu-jitsu guy, so he's going to be chasing that sub. If this does happen to go to the ground, I don't see Lacerda ground and pounding Sosa. So I think Sosa's going to get this one done. He's probably going to do it on the feet. But yeah, I'm gonna take the newcomer to get it done on his debut in this fight. Up next, we got Balaji versus Manuel Sousa. Not Sosa, but Sousa. I'm taking Sousa to get this one done, also in his debut. His only loss is to an undefeated PFL fighter. Sousa used to fight in Bellator. A few fights ago, I think it was 2 or 3 fights ago, he came up against another undefeated guy and lost the fight. But I mean, it wasn't a bad loss. Um, Sosa has a KO win over Mauricio Rufy. It was on the regional scene before Rufy was in the UFC, obviously. But I'm taking Sousa to get this one done. Uh, I don't think Oki necessarily has what it takes to be in the UFC. I think he's 1-2 in the UFC. I could be wrong on that, but he's coming off of a loss, and he just hasn't necessarily looked top level, I guess. So I will be taking Sousa to get this one done. Next up, we have Chris Curtis versus Mick Tybeck Oralby. This should be main event. I have no idea why this is on prelims. This is going to be a banger of a fight. Either this is a banger of a fight or Chris Curtis gets slept 20 seconds into the first round. Oralby is a stud. He doesn't cut weight because he wants to. He doesn't fight because he wants to. He cuts weight because he has to. Because the last mammoth died out 10,000 years ago. Alright? This man is built to kill things with spears. Maybe use a rock or something. Just blunt force. Just whack, whack. This guy is going to put Curtis's lights out. Curtis does have a pretty hard head, though. It might go to decision. But I will be taking Oralby to win this fight. And I will probably be betting on KO in this fight. He's lined out Hermanson. Who else? Who hasn't he? Let me say that. Oralby's kind of like the human embodiment of one of those, like the big-ass guardian dogs that lives out on the prairies. He's just a mean motherfucker. He's got the indomitable human spirit. He doesn't have that. The indomitable human spirit has Mick Tybeck Oralby in its soul. Let me put it that way. Alright, this guy does not have any quit. And I think he's gonna put Chris Curtis's lights out. Yeah. That's all there is to say. He used to fight at lightweight. I believe this is his second fight up from lightweight since he missed weight. I think he might have fought at welterweight and then bumped down to lightweight and then bumped back up. I'm not positive on that. But I will be taking Oralby to win this fight. Next up, got the Battle of the Unks. I will be taking Eric Anders, most likely. I think both of these guys' last win is over Chris Weidman. Just a legendary, gonna be a barn burner of a fight for sure. I think he's probably gonna catch. I think Eric Anders is probably going to catch Tavares and put him away. But he has been doing a lot of grappling tournaments, so he might use his ground game. But I mean, double retirement after this fight, perhaps. They're getting up there for sure. I will be taking Anders to win this fight, though. Not a whole lot to base that off of other than pure vibes. Next up, we got Charles Johnson versus Bruno Silva in the feature fight of the prelims. I'm going to take Charles Johnson by KO TKO in this one. I saw him KO Van in Denver, and then he KO'd Kavanaugh, and then lost. Obviously, he's coming off a loss. I think he's going to catch Bruno. He's got 5 inches of reach on Bruno. Charles is a very skilled fighter. He's tall. He's very fast, very quick. He's got a good stand-up. He's got a decent ground game. And I don't think Bruno Silva is going to be able to really do anything in this fight to him. I think Bruno's going to try and close the distance and grapple, and Charles is going to catch him and put that power on him. I could see another highlight KO in this fight. So yeah, I will be taking Charles Johnson by KO. On to the main card. Let's see here. Got Vitor Petrino versus Steven Asplund. Taking Steven Asplund by Titty Shake TKO. I mean, the guy was just putting up crazy numbers for a heavyweight prelim fight in his last fight. I saw people comparing him to Max Holloway with his volume output. If you add like a heavyweight Max Holloway ahead of that, I could see that. Or maybe Max Holloway from his last fight. Hey, not going to say anything. I chose it though. Called that one correctly. But yeah, I will be taking Asplund to win this fight. I think he has a better gas tank. He does have good hands. And he does like to throw volume. He likes to go out there and throw punches. He's not going to kind of just, blob around in there. So I will be taking Asplund to win this fight. I think he's going to out gas tank Vitor. Vitor could catch him though. He could definitely catch him. He does have power. But I think Asplund's going to be too defensively smart to allow that to happen. So I will be taking him to win this fight. Next up, we got Marwan Rahiki versus Harry Hardwick. Old Iron Legs himself. Ooh, I will be taking Marwan to win this fight. That record's not correct. He's 7-0, 7 knockouts. He had a nasty finish in his Contender Series fight. I think it was like a knee to follow-up shots, or like a knee in the clinch, or it was a nasty KO. And Harry Hardwick got leg kick TKO'd in his last UFC outing. So I will be taking Marwan to win this fight. I believe Harry was a Cage Warriors champ. So there is potential that he pulls it off. He kind of like craftily pulls one out. But I don't really see it happening. I think he's going to get TKO'd in this fight by Marwan. Put your money on it. Maybe even. I don't know. Hey, you would have won some last week if you would have believed in me. I don't know. Next up, further on down the card, we have Andre Touchy Feely versus Jose Delgado. I will be taking Jose to get this one done. I mean, I want to say KO, but it might not happen. He was on a solid run before his last fight, which he lost. I think it went to a decision. But Andre gets dropped in almost every fight. He's kind of like Moicano in the sense where he will stay on the feet and then he gets dropped and then it kind of winds up on the ground. He got KO'd by Cub Swanson 2 fights ago. He's coming off a win. But I think Jose's gonna find his chin again. Jose's got great stand-up. He's got power for a 145-pounder. He does have the power to put you away. And from what I've seen, I can't trust Feely's chin to not get dropped. And once Jose drops you, he's gonna follow up. He's a good finisher. So I'm gonna take Jose Delgado to win this fight by KO against Andre Feely. Next up, we have Ion Cutelaba versus Omar Sy. I will be taking Omar Sy to win. He had a very close fight with Alonzo Menifield. He did lose that fight, but it was a good fight, and that's his only loss. Um, I you know, Size had a lot of fights canceled over the years, so I think whenever he does actually get into the cage, it's like, finally, now I can get a chance to do what I need to do. So I think if this fight, you know, I don't think Kutalaba pulls out very often. Pause. Uh, but I think if this fight actually goes through, Sai is going to finish Kutalaba. Late first round, early second round is what I'm feeling. Uh, I think Sai's just a better fighter. I think he's just more skilled. Kutalaba definitely has more experience. He's definitely been in more fights. But they're kind of you kind of hit a point where that's not a good thing anymore. When you're fighting a young guy, because you're expecting them to do what a veteran would do, whereas he's only had 13 fights, he's still fighting kind of how his instincts tell him to do, you know. So I will be taking Omar Sy to win this fight. Next up, see this is my whole thing. Why is this fight co-main? Like what is the point behind having these two very nice words? What is the point in having these two co-main when Miktabek Oralbai is on the prelims? UFC, what are we doing? You know? Yeah, I'm gonna take Robertson to win. Lemos, yeah, I'm. They were supposed to fight last year and it got canceled. I think with the extra time to prepare, Robertson will get the win. Maybe a finish, but I doubt it. Let's go on to a decision probably. Robertson to win. All right. I can live with this as a main event. This is an all right main event. It's gonna be a good fight. Hopefully, you know we've said that about a few fights lately that have not been super entertaining, but I will be taking Vallejos to win. I am scared for him though. I remember seeing another person who was roughly 16-1 fight Josh Emmett one time, and he ended up twitching on the canvas. I was so confident that Bryce Mitchell was going to win that fight, and then it didn't happen. So I am scared for Vallejos, but I think Vallejos has better striking and stand up than Bryce Mitchell had during that fight. Josh Emmett can put you out in one though. He just has to touch you. Um, Vallejos is a very solid stand up fighter though. He has KOs. So I will be taking Vallejos to win. I just Josh Emmett definitely could win this. Um, his only loss is to Gene Silva. Vallejos' only loss is to Gene Silva. It was on Contender Series. It's when Gene Silva got the contract, and that went to a decision. So I feel mostly safe, I guess you could say, choosing Vallejos. But Josh Emmett is that guy still. He is on a 2-fight skid. I'll say that he is on a 2-fight skid. But I just think Vallejos is going to be able to get this one done. Uh, I don't see a knockout happening. I see it going to decision. Um, yeah. Yeah. Vallejos by decision to get this one done. Not the most exciting fight night. I will be posting my Wheezy's parlays. Last week I had one hit for $1,200, so tap in this week. But this has been Wheezy MMA. I'm Wheezy, and I'm out. Have a good one.